What's going on, everyone? What you're going to be seeing here in the background is basically the highlights of the match that I turned Colonel Hundred. Not really, a big accomplishment to society or anything. Doesn't really matter. But some people actually really enjoy it. Some people put up a video for it, and to me I just grinded it out over double XP over the last few weeks when I've had the time, gained about 12 levels in the process, and this was the match I actually reached Colonel 100, and it's in a pretty unorthodox way, a way you probably wouldn't normally think, oh, that's the way a guy gets to Colonel 100. So I figured if you gave a shit about it, you can have a look. I thought it was kind of a cool way to do it. I didn't even really care. To be perfectly honest with you, I never thought I'd even reach Colonel 100. Because even if you just played Operation Metro or Close Quarters trying to reach Colonel 100, it's a lot of time. And I don't play a ton of video games. That's why I never really expected to reach the amount of time putting in to reach Colonel 100. Never expected it. But I did it. So here it is. And I know a lot of you guys won't give a shit, but that's fine. Just here it is. The match itself was actually pretty decent. Flying around in a little bird. This is the usual strategy I take. Obviously you want to take care of the anti-air first. If you don't have anyone else running support or engineer trying to take that thing out, you have to do it yourself. And if you actually manage to get the little bird, here's what I usually do. You target it from further back. He's going to pop smoke, which is going to destroy your lock-on. But using the gun a bit takes a couple of percent points off for every time you hit it. But because, obviously you're basically treating the little bird like you would like the choppers now, since there's no gunner flares. Attack and retreat and then come back again. And just continually try to damage him before the regeneration occurs to, recover the health back on the anti-air Tunguska there. And what you do is you use cover here to keep any lock-ons from hitting you. Pretty simple logic. Play intelligent, play patient. Like, look at here. I use that building there to make sure he can't get a lock-on, even if on the off chance he could not only reach this far, but on the off chance that his downward angle, because he was on a higher slope than I was at the time, could hit me. So use your buildings as cover. I mean, this game's been out for over a year. Any intelligent strategy that if you've watched on YouTube would see it. He made a mistake there. He popped his his smoke, and then I make a mistake here, getting too aggressive. He popped his smoke too early there. If you rewind it and go back, what happens is you don't want to pop your smoke that early, because then anyone taking their time can, and then I hit a pull and I die. That's pretty much 90% of the reasons how I die when I'm in a chopper. Anyway, going back, you don't want to pop your smoke early, because what happens is I'm able to get a lock on. You pop the smoke, you break my lock, and whether or not he left the smoke or retreated, in that case he retreated, I still am going to have time to be able to reestablish the lock before he gets his smoke back. I hit. The Tunguska is usually a one-hit disable. You continue to shoot him with your gun on the way, and usually you can take him out and buy yourself time. Obviously, I hit the pull and screwed up, so I respawn back in the Amtrak. And if you're getting a hint, it may or may not be the time that I actually reach Colonel. And look at that. That was pretty funny. I just so happened to be shooting the anti-tank mines, and he rolls over him. He's now dead. This guy here is actually pretty intelligent, pretty selfless. For the most part, he was repairing it as I was using the gun, and we were keeping them at bay. This team was pretty good. For the most part, when I play Rush, it's usually 50-50 whether or not I'm actually going to get a team that not only plays the objective, but actually knows how to play the objective. This team was pretty good. For the most part, they were taking out the MCOMs, and I just sat back and used the Amtrak here. A lot of people don't like it. I don't really see why. Like, it's a bit slow, yes, but in this particular map, since there are no tanks, I don't see why you wouldn't use it, because the little bird's obviously the prize, but if one or even two people, because one can use the passenger seat for laser lock-ons, that's two people. with the another 2 that are going to be ground-based infantry, with the maximum they can do is parachute and flank. The only real ground and pound that can match with the anti-air, and this thing is extremely effective at taking out that anti-air. You charge it and you destroy it, and look at this for the most part. Like, yes, these guys weren't, except for this guy here who fails, weren't really that aggressive in trying to take out, well, in this part here I guess they were. There it is, for the record. There's 100 using an Amtrak. Bet you didn't expect that. But yeah, that's basically it. I thought this match was pretty entertaining for the most part. I think I dealt out some pretty damn heavy damage here with the Amtrak, so enjoy the rest of it. It's a pretty decent match. See you later.
Charge has been armed.